The Master of Laws is an academic degree, pursued by those either holding an undergraduate academic law degree, a professional law degree, or an undergraduate degree in a related subject. In some jurisdictions, the Master of Laws is the basic professional degree for admission into legal practice. It is commonly abbreviated LL.M. From the Latin Legum Magister. Background on legal education in common law countries. To become a lawyer and practice law in most states and countries, a person must first obtain a law degree. While in most common law countries a Bachelor of Laws is required, the US and Canada generally require a professional doctorate, or Juris Doctor, to practice law. If a person wishes to gain specialized knowledge through research in a particular area of law, he or she can continue his or her studies after an LLB or JD. In an LL.M. program. The word legum is the genitive plural form of the Latin word lex and means of the laws. When used in the plural, it signifies a specific body of laws, as opposed to the general collective concept embodied in the word jus, from which the words juris and justice derive. The highest research degree in law is the SJD, and it is equivalent to the Doctor of Philosophy in Law, Doktorat en Droit, or the Doktor der Rechtswissenschaften in Germany. There are also variant doctoral degrees, such as the DCL degree bestowed by McGill University in Canada. Most schools require an LL.M. before admission to a SJD or a PhD in law degree program. Like the PhD, the SJD degree generally requires a dissertation that is graded, orally defended and then often published as a book or series of articles. The Doctor of Laws degree in the United States of America is usually an honorary degree. International situation. Historically, the LL.M. degree is an element particular to the education system of English-speaking countries, which is based on a distinction between bachelor's and master's degrees. Over the past years, however, specialized LL.M. programs have been introduced in many European countries, even where the Bologna process has not yet been fully implemented. Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Cyprus, Italy and Switzerland require a master's with an additional 2 to 5 years to become a lawyer. As of 2014, Spain requires a master's degree in addition to a 4 years degree to become a lawyer. In Finland, an LL.M. is the standard graduate degree required to practice law. No other qualifications are required. To be allowed to practice law in the Netherlands, one needs an LL.M. degree with a specific course, S, in litigation law. The Dutch Order of Lawyers require these courses for every potential candidate lawyer who wants to be conditionally written in the district court for 3 years. After receiving all the diplomas prescribed by NOVA and under supervision of a patroon, a lawyer is eligible to have his own practice and is unconditionally written in a court for life, but he/she will need to continually update his/her knowledge. Types of LL.M. degrees. There are a wide range of LL.M. programs available worldwide, allowing students to focus on almost any area of the law. Most universities offer only a small number of LL.M. programs. One of the most popular LL.M. degrees in the United States is tax law, sometimes referred to as an MLT. Other developing areas are bankruptcy law, banking law or financial services law, and environmental law. Some law schools allow LL.M. students to freely design their own program of study from the school's many upper-level courses and seminars, including commercial and corporate, international, constitutional, and human rights law. In Europe, LL.M. programs in European law are recently very popular, often referred to as LL.M. Other common programs include environmental law, human rights law, commercial law, intellectual property law, information technology law, estate planning, international law, maritime law, law and economics, litigation and dispute resolution, trial advocacy and insurance law. Some law schools offer practitioner-focused LL.Ms in concentrated courses such as criminal law, prosecutorial sciences or trade law. Space and telecommunications law is one type of LL.M. offered and is only offered by one school in the United States. Some LL.M. programs, particularly in the United States, and also in China, focus on teaching foreign lawyers the basic legal principles of the host country. Mercer University in Macon, Georgia offers the LL.M. in Federal Criminal Practicing Procedure, which is the only program in the USA designed for law school graduates seeking to prepare themselves for federal criminal practice as a prosecutor, federal defender, or private defense counsel. Moreover, some programs are conducted in more than one language, give the students the opportunity to undertake classes in differing languages. Many LL.M. programs require a thesis. Requirements: LL.M. programs are usually only open to those students who have first obtained a degree in law. There are exceptions to this, but an undergraduate degree or extensive experience in a related field is still required. Full-time LL.M. programs usually last 1 year and vary in their graduation requirements. Most programs require students to write a thesis. Some programs are research-oriented with little classroom time, while others require students to take a set number of classes. LL.M. degrees are often earned by students wishing to develop more concentrated expertise in a particular area of law. Pursuing an LL.M. degree may also allow law students to build a professional network. Some associations provide LL.M. degree holders with structures designed to strengthen their connections among peers and to access a competitive business environment. Australia: in Australia, the LL.M. is generally only open to law graduates. However, some universities permit a non-law graduate to undertake the degree. The shortage of graduate program articles places has resulted in some LL.B. graduates proceeding directly to an LL.M. course prior to seeking graduate employment. Canada: in Canada, the LL.M. is generally only open to law graduates holding an LL.B. BCL, or a JD. as a first degree. Students can choose to take research-based LL.M. degrees or course-based LL.M. degrees. Research-based LL.M. degrees are 1 or 2 year programs that require students to write a thesis that makes a significant contribution to their field of research. Course-based LL.M. degrees do not require a significant research paper. An LL.M. can be studied part-time, and at some schools, through distance learning. LL.M. degrees can be general, or students can choose to pursue a specialized area of research. Canadian law graduates pursue LL.M. degrees because they would like to pursue a career in academia or because they would like to deepen their knowledge in a specific area of the law. Canadian law graduates in most of the provinces in Canada must complete an internship with a law firm and a professional legal training course, as well as pass professional exams in order to be called to the bar in a province. Foreign-trained lawyers who wish to practice in Canada will first need to have their education and experience assessed by the Federation of Law Societies of Canada's National Committee on Accreditation. Upon having received a certificate of accreditation from the National Committee on Accreditation, foreign law graduates would then have to obtain articles with a law firm, take the professional legal training course, and pass the professional exams to be called to the bar in a province. The University of British Columbia's LL.M. in Common Law is an example of one of a few LL.M. courses that help to prepare students for the professional exams. China: the LL.M. is available at China University of Political Science and Law, and the entrance requirements are, a native English speaker, or near native English, with any bachelor's degree. The course is flexible and allows students to study Mandarin and assists with organizing work experience in Beijing and other cities in China. It normally takes 2 years, but can be completed in 1.5 years if students take the required credits in time. The flagship of the China EU School of Law in Beijing is a double master program including a Master of Chinese Law and a Master of European and International Law. The Master of European and International Law is taught in English, open for international students and can be studied as a single master program. Beijing Foreign Studies University has launched an online LL.M. for international professionals. The course is taken over 2 years, with the first covering online lessons through video and assignments, The second year is for the dissertation and an online defense is required at the end. Students are required to attend Beijing for an introductory week in September to enroll and meet students and staff. Students also have the opportunity to take work experience at a top 5 law firm in China. Germany. In Germany, the LL.M is seen as an advanced legal qualification of supplementary character. As such, Master of Laws programs are generally open not only to law graduates, but also to graduates of related subjects and/or those displaying a genuine interest in and link to the particular LL.M program in question. Some graduates choose to undertake their LL.M directly following their Erstjuristisches Staatsexamen, an alternative undergraduate course, or their Zweitjuristisches Staatsexamen. On the other hand, many professionals now take career breaks in order to study for an LL.M, in particular for subjects of growing importance or those with constantly changing dynamics, such as European law or media law for example. Hong Kong, LL.M. Degree programs are offered by the law faculties of the University of Hong Kong, the Open University of Hong Kong, the Chinese University of Hong Kong and the City University of Hong Kong. An LLB degree is usually required for admission, but for some specialized programs, such as the LL.M. in Human Rights program offered by HKU, requires an undergraduate degree in laws or any related discipline. India. In India, the thrust of legal education is on the undergraduate law degrees, with most of those opting for the undergraduate law degree either going forward to enroll themselves with the Bar Council of India and start practicing as advocates or giving legal advice without being eligible to appear in courts. Similar to the United Kingdom, a master's degree in law in India is basically opted to specialize in particular areas of law. Traditionally, the most popular areas of specialization in these master's degrees in law in India have been constitutional law, family law and taxation law. However, with the establishment of the specialized autonomous law schools in India in 1987, much emphasis has been given at the master's level of legal education in India. With the establishment of these universities, focus and specialization has been shifted to newer areas such as corporate law, intellectual property law, international trade law etc. Master's degree of law in India was in earlier times of 2 years, but at present it is of only 1 year. Pakistan. In Pakistan, University of the Punjab, Lahore, International Islamic University, Islamabad, SM Law College, Karachi, GC University, Faisalabad, University of Sargodha are LL.M. degree awarding institutions. In University of the Punjab, procedure of obtaining LL.M. degree is very difficult. Duration is of 2 years plus mandatory thesis on the proposed topic. A student has to get 60% marks in order to qualify for LL.M. degree. That is the reason only 136 students have been awarded LL.M. degree from the University of the Punjab since 1981, when the LL.M. degree course was started. Ireland. A number of universities and colleges in Ireland offer LL.M. Master of Laws programs, such as Trinity College Dublin, University College Cork who have an LL.M. E-Law program, National University of Ireland, Galway who offer an LL.M. in Public Law, National University of Ireland, Maynooth, who offer an LL.M. program and an LL.M. in International Business Law, and Griffith College in Dublin and Cork who offer LL.M. programs in International, Commercial and Human Rights Law. Hibernia College offer a completely online LL.M. in International Business Law validated by Birmingham City University. Portugal. The programs offered in Portugal are the LL.M. in European and Transglobal Business Law at the School of Law of the University of Minho, and the LL.M. Law in a European and Global Context and the Advanced LL.M. in International Business Law, both at the Kata-Kubelika Global School of Law, in Lisbon. South Africa. In South Africa, the LL.M. is a postgraduate degree offered both as a course-based and as a research-based master's. In the former case, the degree comprises advanced coursework in a specific area of law as well as related research, usually in the form of a short dissertation, while in the latter, the degree is entirely thesis-based. The first type, typically, comprises practice-oriented training, while the second type is theory-oriented, often preparing students for admission to LL.D. or Ph.D. programs. See Doctor of Law South Africa. The Research Masters essentially reflects an ability to conduct independent research, whereas a doctoral thesis is, in addition, an original contribution in the field of study. Admission is generally limited to LL.B. graduates, although holders of other law degrees, such as the BPROC, may be able to apply if admitted as attorneys or by completing supplementary LL.B. coursework. United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, an LL.M. program is opening to those holding a recognized legal qualification, generally an undergraduate degree in laws or a CPE. They do not have to be or intend to be legal practitioners. An LL.M. is not a sufficient qualification in itself to practice as a solicitor or barrister, since this requires completion of the legal practice course, bar professional training course, or, if in Scotland, the diploma in legal practice, but is an opportunity to gain specialist knowledge of a particular area of law and/or an understanding of the legal systems of other nations. As with other degrees, an LL.M. can be studied on a part-time basis at many institutions and in some circumstances by distance learning. Most institutions allow those without a first degree in law onto their LL.M. program, although there are still minimum educational requirements, such as an undergraduate degree, or evidence of substantial professional experience in a related field. Examples of such programs include the Master of Studies in Legal Research at Oxford, the LL.M. degrees at the University of Edinburgh and LL.MS at the University of Leicester. In addition, Queen's University offers an LL.M. suite, accessible to legal and social science graduates, leading to specialisms in sustainable development, corporate governance, devolution or human rights. Northumbria University offers an innovative approach to an LL.M. qualification to students starting the master's program as undergraduates. Students completing this 4-year program graduate with a combined LL.M and legal practice course professional qualification or BPTC. The Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, University of London offers 2 innovative programs, the LL.M. in Advanced Legislative Studies, and the LL.M. in International Corporate Governance, Financial Regulation, and Economic Law. The LL.M. in Advanced Legislative Studies is considered the most prominent program in the common law world for the study of legislative communication and process, providing special emphasis on a blend of academic and practitioner concerns in an area of critical constitutional importance. The University of Oxford names its taught Masters of Laws PCL and MJUR, and its Research Masters either MPHIL or MST. United States, programs for foreign legal graduates, an LL.M. degree from an ABA-approved law school also allows a foreign lawyer to become eligible to apply for admission to the bar in certain states. Each state has different rules relating to the admittance of foreign-educated lawyers to state bar associations. An LL.M. degree from an ABA-approved law school qualifies a foreign legal graduate to take the bar exam in Alabama, California, New Hampshire, New York, Texas, as well as in the independent Republic of Chile. In addition, legal practice in the home jurisdiction plus a certain amount of coursework at an accredited law school qualifies a foreign legal graduate to take the bar exam in Alaska, the District of Columbia, Massachusetts, Missouri, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Utah and West Virginia. However, a number of states, including Arizona, Florida, Georgia, New Jersey and North Carolina only recognize JD degrees from accredited law schools as qualification to take the bar. New York allows foreign lawyers from civil law countries to sit for the New York bar exam once they have completed a minimum of 24 credit hours at an ABA-approved law school involving at least 2 basic subjects tested on the New York bar exam. However, beginning for those who take the bar exam in July 2013, applicants will be required to complete 24 credits of law school coursework, including 12 credits in specific areas of law. Lawyers from common law countries face more lenient restrictions and may not need to study at an ABA-approved law school. Foreign lawyers from both civil law and common law jurisdictions, however, are required to demonstrate that they have successfully completed a course of law studies of at least 3 years that would fulfill the educational requirements to bar admission in their home country. International Law and Other LL.M. programs. As of 2008, there is one LL.M. degree in international law offered by the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts University, the oldest school of international affairs in the United States. Given that the degree specializes in international law, and is not teaching a first degree in U.S. law, the program has not sought ABA accreditation. The Notre Dame Law School at the University of Notre Dame offers an LL.M. in International Human Rights Law to JD graduates from ABA-accredited U.S. schools or LLB or equivalent from accredited non-U.S. schools. Both Duke University School of Law and Cornell Law School offer JD students the opportunity to simultaneously pursue an LL.M. in International and Comparative Law. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln College of Law provides an LL.M. in Space, Cyber and Telecommunications Law, the only program providing focused study in these 3 areas. The program was established using a grant from NASA and a partnership with the U.S. Air Force Strategic Command. The College of Law at the University of Tulsa offers an LL.M. in American Indian and Indigenous Peoples Law to JD graduates from ABA-accredited U.S. schools or LLB or equivalent from accredited non-U.S. schools. There is one institution that offers an ABA-approved LL.M. that does not offer the first degree in law. The U.S. Army Judge Advocate General's Legal Center and School offers an officer's resident graduate course, a specialized program beyond the first degree in law, leading to an LL.M. in military law, with concentrations in administrative and civil law, government contract and fiscal law, criminal law, and operational and international law. See also, Magister Juris, Master of Studies in Law, List of Master of Laws programs, references. External links, LL.M. Study, searchable database of all English-taught LL.Ms around the globe, LL.M. Guide, LL.M. programs worldwide. LL.M. Roadmap, an international student's guide to U.S. Master of Laws programs, LL.M. Unix, LL.M. Global Database. American Bar Association, overview of post-JD programs in the U.S., U.S. News Best Environmental Law Programs Review, LL.M. blog.